And welcome to Endless Horizon, my Let's Play series for the game Raft. Now, in the previous episodes, I've faced 3 dangers. And just like the Princess Bride, Wesley and Buttercup in the fire swamp, where they were facing quicksand, fire spouts, and rodents of unusual size, I've been facing dehydration, starvation, and carnivorous fish of unusual size. So it's taken me a few episodes, but I'm no longer facing imminent starvation and dehydration unless I get sidetracked. But the shark is still a problem. The shark is still a problem. And what I think I need to do in this episode is learn to make the shark not a problem. So we learned how to use these anchors, and so I think that's a key element. So we anchor our boat when we're at an island, and then we will make a mess of spears, right? And then I'm going to empty my pockets except for a spear. And then I'm just going to learn to kill sharks, or literally die trying. The point of all this is that if you look out there in the shallow water, there's some beautiful stuff to look at, but there's also some beautiful resources, right? It's real easy to find rocks out there. I see all sorts of little scrap metal bits, and and there's probably even other stuff that I don't know it's in the game yet, because up to this point I've had no exposure. So all of that is important stuff that I need access to. And there's an upside to all this, is that learning to kill the shark relatively safely gets you a mess of meat. A mess. So the only thing is I'm not sure how long you get after you kill the shark before the shark's back. Probably not long. So anyhow, that's the plan. That is my plan. Now, the challenge in all of this is I have limited storage space, and I want to make sure that I clear out my inventory so that I don't lose stuff. Because if you've played the game, or if you've been paying attention to the series, you know that stuff, physical material stuff, is kind of like the bedrock on which the game's based, right? And there's nothing you can pick up that's useless. At least so far, I haven't found that to be the case. I mean, in Minecraft, everything has a use except for poisonous potatoes. I don't know why they're in the game. But here, everything definitely has a use, and we want to use it. So that is the plan. I'm going to have... I don't think I'll survive long enough to keep this one spear, but here we go. So this is quick. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I hit him. You gotta get oxygenated, no? Yeah, I don't think I hit him that time either. He's hitting me though. Yeah, I'm starting to have the negative effects of dehydration. But there's not much point in drinking if I'm just going to die anyway. So here. Oh! I think well, I don't know if I hit him. It didn't feel like I hit him, but I did it again. So I see part of the problem. Yeah, I got bit that time. Big time. Part of the problem is it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, if there's no blood, but he doesn't bite me, I'm going to assume I hit him. But it seems like there's blood whether I hit him or not, which is kind of confusing. Yep. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Not under, not under. Not under. Up. Which one of these has a spear? Hey, get out of here. Scram. Get off my lawn. Well, let's just sacrifice myself here. And now we should be good to go for a little bit. I'm just realizing I had these spears in my inventory that whole time. I also just learned that they apparently take damage when I'm knocked unconscious. Get things working again. Where was my cup? I had my cup. Of course, it's the last one you look at. Oh, it's already got water. Can't put it in here. Is it drinkable? I can't. Okay. Let's get some water and then we'll try killing the shark again. There's just so many moving parts to keep track of, and none of them are optional. Okay, let's see. So I just realized there's these clothes slots here. This whole time I was wondering how to wear clothes, and now I know. I just put on a shark head. I have, except for taking over the top part of my screen, which may not be very useful. I don't know what this does. Is it meant to just look cool? Is it help keep me hydrated when I'm out in the sun? Will this help scare off the shark? Or, I don't know, co-opt the shark for all I know. There he comes. There he comes. Okay. No damage. No damage on me. No blood, I didn't think. Let's see. Oh, here he comes. Ooh, maybe I'm getting the hang of this. Famous last words. Okay. Let's start. Whoa! Couldn't even find him that time. Okay. This one's almost... Okay, that got him. I saw some blood. I saw blood again, and that got him. Okay. Now, like I said before, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Of course, every time I say that out loud... Ooh, I didn't see any blood, but... hardly saw the inside of his mouth. I saw blood that time. This reminds me of the old Tootsie Pop commercials. How many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. Okay. So I lost my spear. I lost 2/3 of my stuff, and since I had a spear and a shark head, it took the spear, of course. There you go. Where'd he go? Found him. I'm almost dead already. Oh boy. Yeah, see that one, he went away. I don't know if I hurt him, but he went away very quickly. Like that. When I see a little blood, I know I really got him. That we're making progress toward shark steaks. Where'd he go? And of course there's no life meter. Except on me. I wonder if the shark gets to see my life meter. Okay. It's kind of hard in the dark. Ouch. I can't believe I survived that. I can't believe I survived that. I shouldn't be out here swimming with a shark. I should be in intensive care. Of course, got stuck. Oh, give me a break, man. That is not what they mean when they say throwing a spear. Oh. The brain knew what to do. The hand, had other ideas. Yeah, give him some new targets to chew on. Somebody gave me a hint about just adding a bunch of deck pieces to act as essentially a blade of armor, right? So Sharky can chew on it all he wants, but it's, you know, the important stuff is still safely away. Nope, don't have any water already, so I need more. I usually try to like have some water ready at all times, because you can't always wait for your water to percolate. I'm looking for this fishing pole. While we're waiting for my water to cook, we can get something to properly cook. So let's see. Okay, raw mackerel. You know what they are if you catch them on Sunday, don't you? Holy mackerel. Most people probably don't know what that term means anymore. We're now far enough away from the old days that you can say things like, that's boss, and people go, you work for him? And it's like, no. Cool's still in effect, right? You can say that's cool and people get that. Hmm. 2025, an excellent vintage. Thank you. I don't know. I think we might be due for another shark attack in a minute. I might kind of freak out if I have a line in the water. Screw that up and probably not get a spear into a shark. Here we go. Cooked mackerel. Yummy! Just like Grandma used to make. See, here's the problem. When it comes down to it, the tilapia is not cooking because it needs planks. The problem is this, right? Killing the shark, I used to think was impossible. Now it's clearly doable. But it's like a bullfight, right? It's an endurance contest, and I have to kind of weave in this massively time-invasive task into this little dance I dance with starvation and dehydration. So, what a pain in the butt. That's all I gotta say. Is he coming here? No. What a pain in the butt. There's gotta, I mean, obviously this is, my technology level and my boat design sucks at the moment. He's pretty scarred up. That's a hopeful sign. But my point is at some point I should be learning more stuff, and hopefully that includes the ability to make some or all of my boat shark proof. I have no idea what that would mean or what that would look like, but I'm pretty sure that at some point, you know, when we reach mid-game, we can probably like safely put this shark hunting effort behind us and focus on, you know, whatever else they're throwing at us at that point. I like those stupid birds dropping rocks on me. This game is an unforgiving mistress, I'll tell you that. Unforgiving. Where's... Okay. See, we'll also check to see how effective bleeding on him is. I don't think it's going to be very effective. He's looking pretty ragged, though, so I'm kind of hoping like we're at least halfway. Well, better than halfway. Hold the pickup. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm floating, he's floating, we're moving around. Oh. I just got all the stuff. I wanted to grab the meat but leave the head. Somebody told me that they thought that if you leave the head in there, it takes longer to respawn. And I don't know if that's true, but I'm certainly willing to give it a try. Okay, well at least we got a bunch of shark meat, and another shark head. Yeah, yay! I'm gonna start, I think, throwing those overboard because I don't think they do anything, and they're taking up inventory space. But in theory, I can go underwater here, and then just... Yeah, when I tried to do this somewhat on the beach, this got me nowhere, but this is working. This is a blue pipe thingy, which comes up as scrap. Giant clam, okay. Now that we're down here, I don't know what is this? Looks like a wad of sand. Should probably breathe. You know, I haven't gotten to this part before. This is, you know, new to me. I don't know that. I mean, I don't know how long I have till shark's back. For all I know, I've already done it. This is it. But I don't see him, so we'll just keep going. We'll go this way this time. This looks a lot less interesting. Whole lot less interesting, therefore a whole lot less useful. At least I can run, kinda. Here's some interesting stuff. Okay, this works. Another one of these blue pipe pieces. And this looks like a rock, but it's different than the last. It's some type of brown rock. This is a shiny brown rock. Great. It's going to turn out to be another one of those games you got to be a geologist to play. Yeah, good point. Oh, geez. I'm thinking my time is about up for shark-free waiting. I figure I can give the shark a free bite. Somebody left a muffler here. Corner of a deck. Kind of wish I had like a pearl diver skill, right? Those guys can hold their breath for like minutes. These gray stones, when they're on the ground like this, what they remind me of is they remind me of gray biscuits. Well, for those of you in the UK or the Commonwealth, that'd be like gray scones. But everyone else, yeah, it looks like gray biscuits. Right. Oh. Did I see some lumber pop up out of the... Yep. Okay. Good to know. Oh. All sorts of stuff rises up out of the sand in the beach. Okay. So I'm pretty sure at this point the shark is back. So we can... Yep. So I didn't time myself. I guess that probably would have been a smart thing to do, but I learned. We learned some stuff, got some data. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that well, I learned not to fear the shark, but certainly to respect the shark. There's a bunch of stuff here that I have no idea what it is. Copper, is that what it said? Okay. Copper, huh? Well, I don't have a forge handy, or even an anvil. And there's sand. Oh, I gotta figure out a solution to stack my storage, because I see now that I have access to more materials, that just kind of exacerbates my current storage problem. And my current storage problem is a problem because I have limited real estate on the deck. So Ay. Okay, I think maybe we've done the island, we've done the shores. Once Chuckles comes and takes another bite, we can get back underway. Maybe even beforehand. Here he comes. There he goes. With the new axe, we should be able to chop down some trees before we go. Help stock up on some wood. Where is he? Oh, sneaky. Yeah, it's screwed up. Okay. Shark is on his break between shifts here. So let's go find some trees. Anything here? There might have been something here and I may have cleared it out last time before we ended the episode. Apparently I did have an axe and I used it up before I could finish that tree, or that was one weak tree. Oh. Is that all the trees on this island? I get them all? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's shove off. I got a handy dandy sail now, so let's use our handy dandy sail to sail. Looks like the flag's kind of blowing in this direction, so let's see if this works at all. It appears like it is. We are moving. Okay, well, in the last episode I had a sail, but I wasn't quite sure if it actually did anything. It didn't feel like it. Now it definitely feels like the sail's working. I mean, look at that. And that's good because the sail was crazy expensive in relative terms. The thing I want to know is whether having more than one sail does anything. Do they stack? Oh, I don't know if the sails stack. Do the effects of the sails stack? But we are making a pretty good clip. You know, in games like this, storage is always a problem, right? Organizing storage, just having storage, having inventory is a problem. In this game, it's kind of like a hyper problem, right? Yeah. And I guess it's kind of true, like pretty much every aspect of this game. See if I get it this time. There we go. Yep. Oh, that was easy. So I think a standard operating procedure here now would be to always have a throwable anchor ready to go in case I found a place I wanted to stop. I need more rope. Oh, you. It's like a dog that won't give up a chew toy. Okay, I think I got enough leaves to make the rest of my rope. Oh. And that's the other thing, you know, the idea of just building a bunch. Ooh. I don't know what these will be. Building a bunch of deck space. Fireplace. A fireplace. Okay. Shelf. Book pile. So, building a bunch of extra deck to give the shark something to chew on. That's a great idea. But now that I'm like making fresh water and cooking stuff, and motivational quote, I need all the wood, right? It just reminds me of a little joke we had when I was in the Air Force. When I was in the Air Force and stationed overseas, I mean, when you're in the military, any branch of the military, they have an exchange, right? Which is essentially like a department store on base for military people. And the Navy and the Marine Corps have their exchange service, and the Army and the Air Force has theirs. And the Army and Air Force one is called AFES, right? Because it stands for Army and Air Force Exchange Service. Now, when you're overseas, though, right? Like if you're stationed in the United States, the exchange, it's nice. You get a discount, but you know you're in the United States. You got access to all the normal United States type shopping. So the exchange is nice, but it's kind of a whoop-de-doo. But when you're overseas, boy, that's your link to home. You want to get, you know, the stuff you can get at home, then that's it, boy. And as a result, the at least the Army and Air Force exchanges have a tendency to be empty. Huh. So So we would take the acronym AFES, AAFES, and give it an alternate meaning, which was almost always facing empty shelves. Oh gosh. And that's kind of like what I feel like here. That's why it reminded me of it, right? It is, you know, I look at what I want to make. I look and see what's available, and then I don't have it usually. So then I look around me to see if I can get it, and it's not generally available. And it just reminded me of almost always facing empty shelves. You know, our problem was exacerbated because in my base, we were subject to inspection by, at the time it was the Soviet Union. So we had signed a treaty with the Soviets, and they had the right to give us 24-hour notice and then come inspect the weapons on our base to make sure we were getting rid of them and hadn't stockpiled more. And what that meant, though, was that we would get 24-hour notice the Russians are coming, and you would beat feet down to the exchange and get whatever you could, wherever you needed, because when those Russians arrived, when the Soviets arrived, they cleaned the place out. They gave them, you know, access to the exchange and everything. Beer, playing cards, sewing kits, socks, you name it, they took it. So that just exacerbated the problem I just described, right? So if you thought you were always facing empty shelves under normal conditions, you know, once we heard the Russians were coming, that's it. You know, everything was going to be literally empty for like 2 weeks until we got resupply back from the States. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it made much damage. Apparently it did more damage than I thought, though. I do miss those days. I missed being overseas because I was stationed in England, and England's another first world nation. So, you know, and they speak English. Surprise, surprise. In fact, they speak English and I speak American, as they were fond of pointing out to me. But you know, it was kind of like a best case scenario for being in a foreign country. I guess the only way it could have been better would be to be in Canada, because, you know, then your electrical outlets and stuff are same that like you're used to. But yeah, I really miss the UK. You know, and I was watching I watch shows like Ted Lasso, right? And it's taking place in modern Britain, and I haven't been back in 30 years, 35 years. So, you know, it just kind of amazes me to see how far Britain has come. They were still in the throes of modernizing, because, you know, in the United States, you know, we had a huge boom after World War II, but in Britain, they had a lot of recovery, economic and otherwise, and so it took decades for them to kind of like get. Oh, that's a big island. Okay, hold on. Let's grab this barrel. Sweet. Yeah, it took them decades to kind of get back in the swing of things. Let's see. Try to aim this for the island. See how this goes. So, like, when I was there was a lot of scaffolding and a lot of, like, cleaning. They were cleaning, you know, centuries of soot off of stuff and rebuilding stuff. And I mean, there was a lot of work going on. And now, like, when I see pictures or shows of Britain, it looks like they've done a fantastic job. So, yeah, good for them. I'd love to go visit, but you know, at the moment it's becoming increasingly difficult to be an American in the wider world. It's becoming difficult to be an American in America, but that's not my point. Okay, how come I can't put these in? There we go. I think that'll work. Shark has a tendency to grab corners most of the time. This is a big island, so I'm thinking that we'll take our new strategy and apply this, and I'm sure this will be quite a haul. In fact, we might have to use this as an opportunity to build more decking and storage, because by golly, I am running out of space. And you know, oh boy, my yeah, after my my shark killing basic training session, you know, I was just throwing stuff into containers, and they're not very well organized at the moment, and so it'd be nice to take some time to straighten that out. One out of 3. That's not great. Kind of aim it more toward the island directly. I hear all this noise. I thought the shark was attacking. Nice. There's even a barrel in the shore. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too late. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder. That time he literally bit me in the butt. Hold on. Let's stop and take a good look here. Take this down. Okay. That is a boar. That is a shark. Wow. When it rains, it pours. Okay. That probably isn't good. But, I mean, maybe workable. Maybe I can find a rock to stand on. And, whoa, whoa, speaking of rock, wow, whoa. Nice. Great, I'm getting bombed. Okay, I'm thinking, nice visit. You know, we're done here. I can't even hang out on the beach. At least I get this barrel. Oof. Oh, I need anti-aircraft guns. Surface-to-air missile. How do you avoid getting beamed by that guy? Where is he? Incoming. Just run around. Run, 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 run. Well, that was a nice island. Service sucks. Want a full refund. Okay, I guess we're going back out to sea. That was a waste of a perfectly good anchor, too. I already have water, so let's grab this. Man, that sucks. It blows. Oh boy. The thing is I wish I could go back to the island at some point. I mean, like, clearly that island is, like, you know, not for newbies, which means to make it worthwhile for going there. The reason that stuff's probably there is probably because there's some fat loot or elite loot or whatever people say nowadays. Yep. The ability to manipulate stacks in this game is pretty limited too. I have a similar situation with Cubic Odyssey. With Cubic Odyssey, I can have stuff, not have it like and possess it. Like have it like and I can take a stack and split it in half. And that's pretty much it. I take that back. I did recently learn how to take one item off. So you can have stuff and take one item off. But I really kind of miss the idea. Oh, they need some. Okay. I kind of miss the satisfactory model, which is you can start with the halving, right? You can split it in half just quick and easy, but then you can adjust that to whatever you want, quick and easy. I'm pretty sure Raft is done, so I don't know if there's any devs watching this, listening, or if somebody can get word back to them. But you know, if they're going to do a patch, that might be something to think about. Is, you know, better stack manipulation. So I got that first box kind of set up to be just crafting materials, the core crafting materials, and that seems to be working well. And I need planks. And I wanted both, but okay, I need more planks. Okay. Ooh, barrel. Barrel. This is my barrel, and this is my other brother barrel. Oh, you gotta be kind of old to understand that one. Let's see. Need plastic. I got oodles of plastic. Okay, let's get some more. Ooh, barrel. Scrap, stone. It's like duck, fish, duck, goose. Whoa, up. Hey, I just put that there. Oh, shoot, the spear broke. I have a whole mess of them. Well, I'm glad I put that one out there. Okay. There's an island. Maybe I can aim for that one. I'm going to need to make an anchor, though. Okay, I'm going with the wind. This should be kind of a full speed type deal. Oh boy. You know, like in my modded Minecraft Let's Plays, we have a chicken sandwich brought to us courtesy of Farmer's Delight. And boy, what I wouldn't do for a stack of 64 chicken sandwiches right now. Gonna have to make another fishing pole soon, I'm thinking. I think this is my last spare. Oh, a whale! I thought the shark was attacking. I guess all's well. Oh, I'm sorry. Just trying to see if I can make another ocean pun, but no, came up short. Well, I'll think about it, and I guess we'll see if something turns up. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make waves. Okay. We're going to go away from this island because I couldn't steer this one. Oh. So there's another one. Maybe we can steer for that one. Okay. Oh, I need planks for the fire. Okay, let's get this thing situated. You really need to have your stuff spread out so that your prompts are applicable to, or even accessible, but they're applicable to just the thing you care about. Having everything tight in like this is problematic. Okay. Gotta find a place to put this. Oh, that's the trick I've been missing. Okay. So that's the trick I was missing. You gotta rotate it. Slowly but surely, I'm working my way up to, I wouldn't say masterful. I wouldn't even say proficient. I'm just becoming basically acquainted with the basic elements of the basic game. But I do have a shark head on my, not every newbie can say that, so yeah, wondering when you were gonna pop up. Okay, let's weigh anchor. I'd say about 4 pounds. Okay. This is a tiny island. You know it's a tiny island because when the waves come in, it's not an island temporarily. Oh, watermelon. Don't mind if I do. And a palm tree. Former palm tree now. Okay. Another tree. Yes, please. Love me some wood or plank. So I got a couple watermelon, some wood, some seeds, and a pineapple. And I've got these ghost boards that come up when the waves come in. Yeah, good enough. Oh, another tree. Ooh, mango. So I get mango seeds and mangoes themselves. It's not like you get a seed from the mango. But no, it's just like a seed randomly dropped. And then the fruit comes. Okay. It's like Minecraft, right? You get wheat seeds and you get wheat. But that's not how it works. Well, shoot. Okay, I think I need to get situated hunger and thirst wise, but I think this is probably a good stopping point for this episode. And then, because we're anchored, we're on an island, we got shallows, I think it's time to do another round of shark wrestling, but that's going to take time, and I don't have the time for that in this episode. So that's probably how we'll start next episode. But we can take some opportunity to get my ship in order. Get my ship whatever. Get my ship together. How about that? Oh gosh. I hate that guy. Oh. But there we go. So I think it's been a good run today. I think we took baby steps forward. So I hope you found it entertaining and interesting, and that you'll come back next time. And in the meanwhile, I hope this finds you and yours in good spirits, good health, and perhaps a touch of good fortune. Cheers.